Brodes Media.
Think about what this show is going to be about. The next 25 to 30 minutes, I'm about to bring you on a journey and bring you in this experience of beating ass in the NLCS. You're not just winning games. You're not just competing in the NLCS. What you are doing is asinine. You're ripping through home runs off their best two pitchers. They got nothing left. To the point where my second thing I wanted to dissect is how I actually believe, and I am not a conspiracy theorist guy. I don't believe in that nonsense. I don't get sucked down any rabbit holes on the ridiculousness. But what are the odds that their starter today and their manager elect to say two things about the crowd? I think they're so desperate. Here's the conspiracy theory. They know they don't have a shot. They're fucked. And they know they're fucked. Nobody is that unaware, right? You're poking the bear. All of this is calculated. There's reasons why when managers say certain things and they take all the blame and they'll put their hand up and say, that was my mistake, my fault, don't blame the player. We know that there's a motor with that. We know that there's an objective. I don't want to throw my player under the bus. Well, when they're sitting there pregame, 45,000 asshole fans, and I say that in a good way, by the way. I say that with pride and I say that with joy. We are ridiculous assholes, and I couldn't imagine playing a game of baseball in front of that many people supporting me. Hearing Kyle Schwarber talk to John Clark afterwards, I was getting goosebumps. You know, there's nothing better in this world than Hoagie Fest, a little wah-wah hoagie, and Kyle Schwarber hitting moonshots. I guess the only great thing about it is when Trey Turner, not the only great thing, what am I, stupid? Absolutely. But another added awesome part of it is when Trey Turner adds to his home run total in the playoffs. So you have an error, sloppy defense. Aaron Nola shines, though. The movement on his fastball, alrighty, okay. Yeah, I don't think you stand a damn chance. No walk batters either. Look at what the Diamondbacks did to your best two guys. Now reverse it. Flip it. What does Missy Elliott say? Do that. We took away every sort of last hope, and they had to dig deep into their pockets to both attack the fan base to see if they could spark some sort of fight because they didn't have any to begin with, because they recognize that the team on the other side is a damn juggernaut. We can't be stopped. This is a different style of baseball. I feel I'm watching two different extremes in the sport. And the crazy part is not to look ahead, but the Texas Rangers might be doing the same damn thing. I'm not looking ahead, though. You have to go to Arizona and win. But you will, because what are they throwing for the third game? Stop it. Ranger, I'm so poised. Suarez, I think we'll do just fine. Buckets. Alec Bohm defensively, whether he's charging the ball on his backhand or he makes the play to his right where the ball was already behind him and he still throws him out at first base. Holy shit, where the hell did that come from? How about the play where he gets the lead runner when there was a guy on first base, make a play with the glove, flashing the leather, and then makes a throw to Bryson Stott at second base? Gets the lead runner. Those details are so important. And I also thought the weird thing about the way Arizona handled the approach, especially because I actually do believe in my conspiracy theory, then whenever they did get on base, whether it was Trey Turner's error, and now you have a speed demon, a guy who's willing to take off, someone who will be aggressive on the bases, He's sitting at first base. That's 2 games in a row. You would think you would apply pressure. You'd say, we got nothing to lose. If we can go first to third, we will. If we can take a shot and ask one of their defenders in the outfield to make a throw or dare them to make a relay, if they make it, tip your caps. But if you play this soft way of going to the ballpark, it's going to result in 3 hits, no earned runs. It doesn't matter if they're earned runs or unearned runs. I'm just saying nothing. You're coming up with nothing. You're getting beat down and embarrassed in this series, and you're not competitive. So why not? Why not try something? They weren't even willing to. They're getting away from what made them them. And in all fairness, I don't think it's relevant anyway, because nothing is stopping the behemoth that stands in the way in the National League. But to continue with the text message series, I said it's different here. Then he hits me at 11:15, so he doesn't respond for another hour and 8 minutes. He goes, pay to win. Pay to win. This is their last resort, right? When you throw that at somebody. First off, spending money in today's era with how everything has changed, it's not a small league anymore. And there's so many cities that are willing to spend and so many teams that compete now. It's a monster out there, and it's very difficult. The Yankees spend all the time. Where's their last championship? The New York Mets don't even make the postseason. Steve Cohen throws around cash like it's nothing. The Dodgers got their World Series finally in the shortened season with the COVID year, not taking it away from them, but they constantly spend a lot of money, go get big stars, and they have the one. They have the one in the shortened season. Should I feel bad that my owner is willing to open up his checkbook? Absolutely not. Sometimes there's someone in your way that you can't do anything about. It's out of your control. Because of how this team lost last year, there wasn't a way in this world that they'd be stopped. So the Braves, whatever, easily moved right through you. This Arizona team was hot, remember? They're pesky. Does anybody see any sort of signs of that, or are we just ripping the hearts right out of their damn chest? And Ricky Bo said this postgame. I haven't even thought about it just because I've been enjoying the pace of what it's like to stand for an entire 9-inning game in South Philly. It's unreal. We're sick, and it's amazing. It might be rowdy for the Phillies in Arizona. Would you be stunned if you could hear, "Let's go Phillies" in Arizona? I'd be shocked if I didn't. That might help them even more. I'm just saying. Oh, this team is just different. This city right now is different. And I think it's because we can tell, we recognize how serious this is. This is, whoa. Whoa. And we know that. And we're bought into it. And we're one. Schwarber said it best. This city and the way that we have our hands on all their shoulders when they go to war, when they throw that first pitch, when it's an NLCS game and you have a possible trip to the World Series, we're not letting them down.